So if there was any licensing and regulation to happen, it would be done by the province of Ontario. It would be done across the province, and it would be the province that would administer it and pay for it.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the implication we talked about in terms of budget increase that we talked about in the last episode you and I have recorded together is the policing increase in cost of policing is going up. You mentioned at the time, I think it was like $175 million increase for the budget of 25-26. And does this, for like the enforcement part of this, does that increase the policing budget, or does it have any impact on it?
So technically, the police should be enforced right now. Like, for instance, I think under the age of 15 or 16, I don't remember the exact age, you're not allowed to ride an e-scooter, right? So technically, your e-scooter shouldn't be more than, it has to have a maximum top speed of 24 or 25 kilometers an hour. So if your e-scooter is somehow going at 30. So these are all things that should be enforced right now. So bringing in licensing or registration wouldn't change the fact that the police need to enforce. It would make it easier. But how do you charge someone who has no license, who has no registration?
That's exactly what I was going to say. You can't charge them anything right now.
You gotta charge them, yeah.
You got to be able to know where to send them the bill to, and now you got your address so in the system. So let's talk a little bit about
safety. It's not about being punitive. It's about safety. You know.
No, I was just kidding about sending the bill. Mostly when you don't know who you're dealing with, you can't identify the individual.
Yeah.
You don't have any case against them.
That's right.
Obviously, you can stop them and ask them as a police. You can stop them and ask them your identity. But in any case, let's talk environmental impact for a second, because it's important on everybody's mind. And that's why they're buying e-scooters. And I don't know is there statistics on how many people have e-scooters or e-bikes?
And there's no registration. So
no registration. We can go by any number, and from the 750 visit to the ERs, I'm going to guess it's more than 750.
I think so, unless the same people are crashing over and over again. But
I hope they're healthy. I hope they're safe. I hope nobody's gotten hurt permanently or injured permanently on this stuff. So,
but it's so funny. I was on John Moore's show, 1010, to talk about this proposal, and that morning I was speaking to him at 8:35. And that morning, when he was coming into work, he was hit by an e-scooter. So, and this is in the winter, actually, at least in Mississauga. And here's the thing, in Toronto, e-scooters are banned. But
no way.
But they're still operating. Yeah, like you can ban things. You can regulate them. You cannot, banning is, anyway, it's all about enforcement. If you can't enforce the basic rules, how are you going to enforce a big ban? But anyway, that hit. And I know that in Mississauga, I don't know what the rules are, but I thought, at least for the pilot program, it only runs in the summer. And once the snow comes, it doesn't. But you and I, we've all seen, at least I see right by my house, I've seen a number of times. On a snowy evening, people are going on their e-scooters. God bless them. It's cold, it's chilly, and but you know what?
In the winter, it's crazy. I don't know how they do it. I'm in my car, the heat is blasting, and I'm still cold.
I know, yes. But hey, it's, but there's also something called intergenerational fairness, Robin. So I know that many of us we can afford cars, we can afford Ubering, and
some people can't.
But a lot of the young cannot, and for them this is a real option. So the question is, how can I make this safe for everyone?
Absolutely.
And be intergenerationally fair.